Alright folks, just a short video today, and that's because this is just a pretty small little topic that a lot of people have asked about. And I'm not one of these YouTubers that has to make a video longer than 10 minutes every time in an effort to get more ad revenue, but that's none of my business. But anyway, a lot of people have been asking, how much is your insurance on the Z06? And if you guys remember from a long time ago on the channel, if you've been following and have been subscribed for a while, and if you're not, definitely subscribe now because you're gonna miss out on all the fucking fun we're having. But my insurance on the Corvette, my first one, which was just a regular Stingray 2015, that was $5,000 , and I thought that was a lot of money, you know. Now again, it is full coverage. I Progressive, by the way, and I was 21 years old at the time, which I'm basically still the same age now, 22. And my understanding is that when you hit 25, that's when you actually start to get a pretty big discount on insurance. But anyway, I thought that was a pretty decent amount of money, you know, $5 grand. Then when I bought the Hellcat, you know, I thought the Hellcat was going to be pretty much the same. In fact, I mean, from a performance standpoint, from the car standpoint, the Hellcat's a lot more dangerous, in my opinion, than the Corvette was. At least the Corvette was like manageable speed. The Hellcat was just like ridiculous. But regardless, the Hellcat was actually a lot cheaper. The Hellcat, instead of $5 grand, was $2,500. And again, the Hellcat was actually worth, you know, even more money. Also, I should note that my driving record is pretty good. You know, I have a few speeding tickets, but nothing too crazy. And it's not like the speeding tickets I do have aren't, most of them are just like a failure to obey from the state police on the highway, but nothing like reckless speed or anything like that. So nothing crazy. And I have no accidents. So my record is pretty clean. You know, I think it's a pretty decent record. So again, just to recap real quick, insurance for the first Corvette, the regular Stingray, $5,000 a year. Hellcat was $2,500 a year, and then this, we're back to $5,000 a year. So from an insurance standpoint, there's really no difference between the Z06 and the regular Corvette. I mean, I literally think it's just about the same amount of money, maybe slightly more just because of the value of the car, but I think it's just about the same. So there you go, and I haven't gotten any tickets or anything in between, so that there should be no other factors other than the car changing. I mean, I've aged 1 year, obviously, but I don't think that makes any difference as far as discounts are concerned. So insurance for a new Z06 for a 22-year-old male with a relatively clean driving record is about $5,000 a year, which when you think about it, how much the car is worth and how, you know, a lot of young people tend to wreck their cars and everything, I guess it's not that bad. I don't know, it still seems a little bit high. Again, I could probably get that price lower if I went with a little bit, you know, lower insurance as far as some of the damages are concerned, like property damage and personal liability and all that good stuff. But again, I would rather be safe, especially a car like this. You know, if you're a young person, you really have to be careful because you're going to be a target. You know, if you get in an accident, even if you're not speeding or doing anything wrong, you know, people are going to look at this car, a car like this, they're going to say, well, he was messing around. Or even if you just have, you know, cars that are typically like wrecked a lot, like a Mustang, or, and not trying to make a joke here, but seriously, like a Mustang or a WRX, the insurance on those things, WRXs, is insane. I know a guy with an STI who pays more in insurance than I do. Now his driving record might be worse or whatever, but the point is that insurance companies know which cars are wrecked a lot. And what I was saying a little bit earlier is that, you know, when you drive a car like this, you might be a target to get sued or anything. So I would much rather have really good insurance and not need it than need it and not have it, or, you know, God forbid somebody sues you and you lose all your money. So it's definitely a good idea, you know, if you can have a car like this, don't cheap out on that kind of thing. That's just my personal opinion. I would not recommend cheaping out on the insurance. Just a good thing to have. The insurance industry as a whole is a total racket, and it really sucks that this is what you have to do in this life, but you got to play the game. So insurance for the Z06 here is $5,000 a year for me. Again, might not be like that for everybody, but that's what I can tell you in this video. So I hope you all enjoyed and found this video at least somewhat informative. But if you're watching for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.